Rapid Transformational Therapy doesn't work for me. I can't visualize. I don't know if I went deep enough. Maybe hypnosis doesn't work for me. So it's quite likely that none of those things are true. However, I've read in the comments section a few people saying they got an RTT session with somebody and it didn't work. So I've created this 3-video series, this is the second video, to explain what is likely going on if you had an RTT session and you didn't get the results that you wanted. My name is Soul, and I created the living narrative to show you how you can quickly transform your story, because the story you tell becomes the life you live. And it's my mission to help you activate your gifts so that you can create juicy, fulfilling relationships and a beautiful, inspired, and abundant life. So go ahead and hit subscribe and the bell button if you'd like to be notified every time that I post a new video. I've been facilitating Rapid Transformational Therapy since 2016, and I've been helping people change their lives for almost 10 years. So I know what works, I know where people get stuck, and I know how to help people quickly see what they need to see so they can move on. Now, I'm going to quickly say these are my personal opinions. I do not represent Marissa Peer or RTT. That being said, let's dive in. So this is the second video of a 3-video series where I'm sharing with you the top 3 things that I think are going on when people feel like their RTT session didn't work. All 3 videos are important. You can find the links in the description. And the first video I shared what it took for a recent client of mine to get the breakthrough that she was wanting to really make a big change in direction in her life. And it took more than 1 session. I think it took like 4 or 5 sessions. And we were doing a little bit of integrative coaching to complement the RTT as well. So check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. This video is all about the people who feel like they didn't go deep enough. What do I mean by that? So I see in the comments where people say, well, I was just awake, I didn't go under, I didn't go deep enough, I wasn't in hypnosis. So let me first start by saying that Rapid Transformational Therapy isn't the kind of hypnosis where you go into some other dimension or where you don't remember anything, where you go into an altered state of consciousness where everything is different and then you come back and you don't remember. You know, there's some other modalities like quantum healing hypnosis where you might not remember what happens during the session. RTT is not like that at all. All that RTT does is bring you into a focused, heightened state of awareness where you are focused on nothing but the session with your therapist. So it means you're not thinking about your to-do list or the conversation you had with your mom yesterday or what you need to get at the store for dinner tonight. Basically, it just means you're focused. And some people describe it as a trance-like state, but it's really not all that, different than, if you were driving down the road and you kind of are, you don't really need to think about every single thing. You've done it so many times and you enter this kind of trance-like state. It's a very ordinary state to be in. It happens when you're washing the dishes or watching TV. So this isn't some kind of unusual state that is out of the ordinary. So I think this is a really big misconception that happens when people are expecting some kind of crazy different experience. RTT is all about being relaxed and focused with your therapist. Now, some people have a hard time relaxing, and that's totally normal. When I have a session with somebody for the first time, it's quite common actually for people to feel nervous because they don't know what to expect, and they fidget and they sometimes have a hard time relaxing during the first session. This doesn't worry me at all. It does not affect the results one bit. In fact, many times when we are releasing something from our mind, from our emotions and our thoughts, and going over things that have troubled us in the past, it will make us move around and fidget. Also, our body releases energy when we're releasing things from the mind. So you might yawn, you might move and stretch, and this is totally normal. doesn't mean the session will not work. Now, if you want to feel more relaxed and focused, you can do some things before your session to help you to do that. Have a little bit of chamomile tea, do some yoga, a little meditation before your session will help you relax. And it's also really important that you don't have caffeine or a bunch of sugar before. That'll help you relax so you can be even more present and focused during your session. I have never ever seen not going deep enough ever be a problem or a reason for people to not get results. In fact, you don't even need to go into a trance to get results in your life. If you move and twitch and fidget and you don't really feel relaxed, that's totally normal. As you clear your limiting beliefs and your fears and resentments and emotions from the past, your nervous system will heal too. I facilitate rapid transformational therapy, but I also work with people in an eyes open, conversational way that has nothing to do with hypnosis, and we're still able to access the subconscious mind. It's really a matter of preference. Some people prefer RTT and hypnosis, other people prefer a different approach. It doesn't really matter. There are so many ways to access the subconscious. It's not magic. In fact, I can tell what's going on in your subconscious mind within 2 minutes of meeting you, just by the way that you speak. And that's why the living narrative motto is, the story you tell becomes the life you live. I can tell what's going on for you and why your life is the way it is, whether you're in hypnosis or not. I recently did a session with a woman. Her cat kept jumping on her and wanting to be all up in her face. And she was, relaxed and focused, and then her cat would get her, wake her up, and she'd open her eyes and we would just drop right back in. Sometimes people's dogs are scratching at the door and want inside, or kids. I have clients who have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the session. It just doesn't matter. We come right back where we left off, and it does not affect the results at all. That being said, all therapists are different, right? So you want to get to know the person that you're considering working with and understanding and hearing what their results have been with other clients. Obviously, if you work with somebody who's totally brand spanking new, it might take a few more sessions. Either way, if you feel like you haven't really gotten the results you wanted, I recommend you go back and talk to your therapist. It's not that RTT doesn't work. It's a very powerful healing modality, but a tool is really only as powerful and effective as the person using it. Just like every client is unique and needs different kind of support, different ways of breaking through barriers, so too is every therapist going to be unique and different. That's why I think it's important that you have a natural resonance with the person that you're considering working with. I feel very, very fortunate that I've had the opportunity to work with people from all around the world, from many different cultural backgrounds and with such a wide range of issues. I don't know too many other modalities that would have allowed me to be able to help people with skin conditions, gut issues, weight loss, addiction, confidence, helping people heal from sexual trauma, relationship issues. There's just so many things when you're working with the mind, and it's so incredible. Be patient with yourself. If you've done one session and you feel like it didn't work, I would give it another shot. I personally have the most experience and the most passion around helping people learn their soul lessons. And this is so important because you can go ahead and create an entire world, an entire life that you don't even want. But when you tune in to who you really are and what you most desire, what your heart yearns for, then creating that is so much easier because you're in alignment with your truth. And so it makes relationships easier, enjoying your life, your work, the things that light you up, and that energy just keeps fueling you. And I really feel that the world needs more people who are turned on by their lives. Just think about how abundant and generous we are with each other when we're turned on by our own life. So if you are loving this kind of conversation, let me know in the comments, hit the like if you're enjoying, and check out the third video when I post it. I'm going to go deeper into what I mean by soul lessons and the third and final thing that I think is happening when people think their RTT session didn't work. If you're ready for a quantum leap, come to thelivingnarrative.com to book your first session. Check out these 2 videos if you'd like to learn more about Rapid Transformational Therapy. Hit subscribe and the bell button if you'd like to be notified every time I post a video. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.